Yeah, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands. So we got a beta review. Should you buy the game? Should you not buy the game? What's wrong with it? What's right with it? All of that good shit. So simply put, if you don't want to sit through a 5 to 7 minute video, I'm not impressed. Let me see how I could put it simply. It suffers from the very lethal problem and apparently contagious problem with open world games these days, where you get this very beautifully done, like the people that work at the studio that do the art fucking kill it, and then they just don't fill it up. So it's this huge, gorgeous open world, and then it's just empty. There's nothing to do. This game, no joke, there's like 4 character models for people that aren't your player. Every fucking guy that's in the cartel either has, like, you know, a face tattoo and a wife beater, or like you get the NPCs that are just like the civilians. It's either some guy wearing this like fucking green shirt and a beanie, or like the woman's wearing like a purple dress or something. Like, all the same. I no joke, I'm driving around in the car and I see like 4 people identical. They're like, all right, I don't know if there's ever been identical quadruplets or whatever the hell, but I'm just saying it shouldn't happen that often. That should be like a 1 in a very large number chance, but it seems to happen a lot there, Ubisoft. I happen to notice a lot of twins and triplets that are identical in Bolivia. So jokes aside, let's get into it. I'm very unimpressed. I'm not gonna say that it's not a fun game, because the aspects that they have implemented, that they've based the game upon, where you have your squad, I think it's well done. The little wheel you have as a solo player to control your AI buddies, you know, I really love cruising up to somewhere, seeing the cartel, hitting tab, pulling up that menu, getting my guys in position to go fire on some of these assholes, and then I flank around and snipe. Super fun. Thought it was very well done. I think they should have based the game off of that, but done some stuff differently. So pros, I think the pros are the gunplay is not too bad. It's a little arcadey for the tactical, you know, at least what they're going for. I don't want to say it's a tactical shooter. It's listed as a tactical shooter. Like, there is some planning involved, but if you want to fucking just, you know, go in there, you send your squad, they take like all the DPS, and then you just flank, and the guys don't pay attention to you. So, I mean, that strategy involved, that's playing it smart, but then it really makes for some easy combat. The art's great. Like, Bolivia, incredible set piece, such a nice backdrop, but there's really nothing going on. Like, beautiful mountains, very colorful. I like it, but they just need to fill it up, man. That's really part of the problem for me. So, with that being said, I think the game has potential. I'm just curious whether or not the closed and open beta is gonna make them change some stuff. Like, hey, add, you know, the other half of the game to the world, because there's parts of the world that just have nothing, or it's like, oh, steal this car, steal this helicopter, steal this plane. Okay, thanks. Like, nobody's gonna want to do that for hours on end, man. Like, let's be fucking honest. Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, man, let me steal the same looking plane in a different area for the 11th time. This is different. This game, so much diversity. Nobody's gonna do that. So, does the game have potential? Yeah. Here's where I think it struggles. I think it's struggling with the fact that the player base is getting over the open world thing. I don't, alright, so this is a little fuzzy for me. I read that this game is either Ubisoft's biggest open world or the biggest open world, period. So if it's the first, it's obviously the second, but they're still pushing this thing like, whoa, our map's 1 billion miles wide. Okay, well, there's 3 miles of content, and you just scattered it everywhere. That doesn't equal a full game for me. Some games, like Far Cry, I actually enjoy that. I like the grinding in Far Cry. I understand that not everybody will, but I happen to enjoy it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I do see this game having potential, but, you know, something about it is just giving me this feeling. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just forgettable. So let's move to the cons. The biggest con that I noticed was the cover system. Where is it? You know, in the Division, I can't help but compare the games. they're not really that similar, but they're still a co-op shooter. They're still developed by Ubisoft, so people are going to compare them. In The Division, you run up to something, you hold a button, you take cover, your guy puts his shoulder against a concrete block, you can blind fire, you can peek out fire. In Ghost Recon, you just hold crouch next to whatever, a barrel, a lady, the fucking quadruplets who are identical, a dead guy, a llama, you just crouch behind it. So you're not leaning in taking cover, you're just like awkwardly behind it. So if you get into a gunfight where somebody's got a crossfire on you, like you're just like, you're either getting shot by one guy or the other because you're not tight against the cover, which to me is really weird. And also, I'm gonna be honest, for me, every game I play, control is crouch, F is melee, and E is used. Doesn't matter what it is. In this game, crouch is C, which is fairly common, and I'm sure a lot of people are used to that, but it was weird. I'm rambling. Rebind, crouch to control, and prone to C. You should have a better time. I'm still not saying that the cover system is good because there is no cover system. It's just like hold this button behind something. So that's just odd. The obvious problem I mentioned earlier, the world's beautiful, but it's empty. It's still that same fucking problem with Just Cause 3, Mafia 3, and a laundry list of other open world games where it's like, damn, this is sick. Okay, it's all the same. Some games can get away with that, but I feel like this is a Ubisoft problem. We've seen it with the Assassin's Creed games where you have to follow 86 different people and there are only like 6 different character models and you gotta follow them. Nobody likes doing that shit, man. It doesn't constitute a full game. So they'll come out and say like, oh, our game's 100 hours. Like, no, it's not. It's like 20 hours for the main campaign and then like 3,000 hours of the same 4 missions with different skins. So for me, here's how I'll put it. Try the game for yourself. The open beta is coming. See what you think. There's no reason not to. If you have a pre-order, cancel it. If you've played it and you like it, that's fine. I like some games that other people didn't like or other people were unimpressed by. I've liked some extremely mediocre games in the past. Try it for yourself, formulate your own opinion, but that doesn't excuse the fact that this game does suffer from some issues, and for a tactical shooter, the absence of a cover system is very, very game-breaking for me. Like, there's been so many times where I'm like, okay, cover. Oh, wait, no, I'm just kind of fucking standing here. What am I doing? Like, I think they need that, man. I really do. So that's what I think. As of right now, for me, I will play the open beta, but for right now, what I've seen, this is a no-go for me. If I had a pre-order, I would have canceled it. So with that being said, I urge you guys to be patient, try it for yourself, but I think this game is going to be, unfortunately, pretty overhyped. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm trying to be honest, let you guys make an informed decision before you spend money. And obviously games are $60 plus, a $40 to $50 season pass nowadays. So you got to be smart with your money unless you're fucking Bill Gates over there. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Later.